Starting off the month of January in a fairly mild fashion, looks like temperatures are going to be at or above seasonal really over the next couple of days. And when you look at the provincial map, there really isn't a hint of cold air anywhere to be found except for extreme northwest Ontario. And that's where you start to see those pinks and purples. But it's -1 in Thunder Bay. It's the same temperature in Moosonee up there on James Bay than it is here in Toronto, and a lot of that is just a stagnant pattern. Cloud cover that's locked in. We have a weak front that's going to continue to weaken as it works its way over the Great Lakes. That's not going to amount to much. So really, there's not a weather highlight coming our way outside of some colder air that's going to arrive once we get in toward the end of the week and into the weekend. We're talking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. In the meantime, you can see that the cloud cover locked in. Radar's running. There's nothing other than a couple of flurries here and there that likely aren't even making their way down to the ground. We could see a few flurries during the day tomorrow as winds are fairly light. Could spin up a little something off of the lake, but it should not amount to much. Sunshine comes late in the day on Wednesday as it'll clear out for us for the second half of the day. And then we're going to get into more of a mainly cloudy to partly cloudy pattern toward the end of the week as we're going to be, again, in a fairly quiet stretch of weather. -2. Wind chill -5 in the morning. Midday, we've got temps that are up to around 0. Winds are fairly light. It is cloudy, so not talking much in the way of wind chill. And then into the afternoon, +1 in the forecast. Average for this time of the year is around -2. So not a lot of action happening here this week. May start to see a little bit more as we get into next week as temperatures will start to cool off. But January is typically our coldest month, and this first third of it is not going to be resembling that very much. You can see Friday morning we start off at -9, Saturday morning at -10, Sunday morning at -8, but the daytime highs bouncing back to that seasonal mark, which is -2 for this time of the year, so in fairly decent shape. Now, if we're waiting on that colder air, it looks like some of the hints at it arriving toward the end of the month. That's a check on your forecast.